Hey everybody, welcome back to Cutlery. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday, or Stagurday as SJ Relics has called it today. I thought that was a fantastic idea, so I decided to pull out a few of my stag knives and give them a look today. We hit the flea markets this morning. Been a pretty busy day. Actually been running all day. Flea market was kind of dead. We were to pick up a few knives though. Not a lot of traditionals, which I love, the storied knives, but we did get some moderns and a couple of traditionals that we'll show in a later video. But I had a good time. The weather was pretty good today, not super hot like it's been being here in good old Georgia. But anyway, guys, let's have a fun stagger day. Let's flip this camera around, take a look at what we got to show you here, and let's talk about some knives. See you in a minute, guys. All right, guys, we're back here at the table. So the first stag knife we wanted to pull out and take a look at today is this little pen knife. Got some beautiful stag on that scale. Pile sides, even pretty. Not a lot of grain in that side, but the coloration's pretty on it. Deep little valleys in this side. But I believe this is I want to say it's an 82 or an 83 pen knife. This knife's never been used. Good shape. Like these little pen knives. I don't carry a small knife like this as a pocket knife, but it would be perfect for it. I lose too many to actually carry a stag, especially in a pen knife, so he gets put up and stays away most of the time, but pretty thick stag on this one. All right, the next one, I believe this is a 2008, yep, 2008. This is a little mini copperhead. Pretty stag on this guy too. This other side is not, I'll just say it's not pretty. How about that? You can see it's got a indentation. There's not a lot of thickness to it, and just the grain and the look of it is actually kind of on the rough side comparatively to the show side. I remember getting this knife. It's been a lot of years now. I probably got it in 08 new, and when I pulled it out of the box, I was a little bit disappointed. I can recall that, but still a pretty mini copperhead stag knife. Proud to have it in the collection either way. Next one we got here is an Eisenhower. This is definitely an older one. This is a 65 to a 69. And this stag on this side of this knife is absolutely gorgeous. It's what sold me on this knife. I bought this one a few months ago. This was in an antique store. The booth owner, or the guy that had the glass case, was actually there. I was able to talk to him, and I do look at his knives from time to time. We actually got to haggling on the price a little bit, and he gave me a price that I simply couldn't refuse, so had to bring it home with me. Got a little, it's dirty. Needs a little cleaning, but I don't think this knife's ever been used either. Let's see if it's got a pattern number on it. Let's take a look here. Yep, this is a 5279 pattern. You can see that through the dirt. I just love the pile side on this knife. Well, both sides are really nice. A good dark stag look. Next one up is this little fin knife, little small guy. This is beautiful stag on this side. This was I call these next few knives rescue knives. These were in rough shape when I received them. I've done a lot of cleaning and polishing on them. They could absolutely use more for sure. But this side almost looks like a red stag to me. Very smooth stag. Even got a crack up here around the pin. But that old case tang stamp. I haven't actually looked this one up, and I should know it, but I don't. If you guys know what the year is on that tang stamp, please comment, let me know. I got this knife at a great deal. Couldn't pass it up, and needs a little more work, but I believe I can polish most of the scratches out, and it's still a really good shaped knife. And it being stag is always a bonus, of course. We'll go to this one. Speaking of rescue, this is probably the roughest case knife I've ever tried to make better. I'll just put it that way. The Stag, I knew it was Stag from the pictures when I bought it, and it's been a while back for sure, but you couldn't even hardly tell. It was completely black, which I know it's still dark now, but this is after a lot of sanding and cleaning. The blade was completely rusted, corroded all the way through, and we got it out. It's definitely pitted. It's an older case, you can see by the tang. Same tang as the small one, I think. They're probably around the same age, but yeah, but this Stag is, I mean, it can't finally come out in the wash, you could say. It's a pretty knife, and like I said, I love rescuing knives. I like the knives with a story, and I guarantee this one's got plenty of stories. Probably has a story of somebody dumping it in a lake for about a month. It's about what it looked like, and then not drying it when they got it out. But there's that one. We'll go over here to this one. So this is not a case. This is actually a Parker Edwards Stag. And the pile side on this knife, the Stag, is just absolutely incredible. Love that look, love those deep valleys in it. Both sides of this one look really good. This being a Parker Edwards. It's got some scratches on the blade and has been used, but come out of the Jacksonville, Alabama plant. Current home of the Bear Knife Factory. But love this knife. Fell in love with it when I bought it, and actually didn't give a lot for this one either. Had a real good deal on this knife. Couldn't pass it up like most of the others. If it's here in my collection, it's one of those I couldn't pass up. So, but big, hefty, heavy knife to be a 3-blade. Another rescue knife, actually. Original box, original sheath. The sheath is literally the knife has never been in this sheath. This is a 1980. I can go ahead and tell you the year on it. And it's just it was a great find. But this is some of the oddest Stag I've ever seen. I thought it was bone. I truly did. And there's a lot of, I don't know, it's like notches in it or pitting in the Stag itself. The striation in that Stag right there is just, it almost looks like an Appaloosa bone. But when I bought this knife, I looked at it, and it is a 5197L, so must be Stag. It's not the traditional Stag I think of when I think of Stag, but looking at all the pattern in it, it definitely is. That knife was treated rough for sure in its life, got some blemishes, but as a shark tooth, I'm a huge shark tooth fan, like I've said on other videos, and fell in love with this. Some good fat Stag on one side, big heavy knife, especially with the box and the sheath with it. It was an amazing find to me. All right, last but not least, I can't remember where I picked this knife up. That's what's crazy about it. But you want to talk about some hefty, smooth. It was almost a sanded smooth Stag. But look at the thickness of this guy. This is a JR Customs. You can barely see the stamping they put on it there. I looked this up, and I can't remember if it's out of Ohio or Indiana or somewhere, but what a beast of a knife. I mean, this thing is absolutely incredible. Did not come with a sheath. I'm still looking for, or may get me a custom sheath made for this one because it's so large of a knife. But just a monster of a knife. I'm into the big buoys too. Of course, I like all knives, so I won't turn one down, but this was a great find. Great deal on this knife too. I thought he'd be a good addition to the Stag discussion. And I do have a few more in the collection, and you've seen some in my previous videos, like SJ Relics had mentioned that Green Scroll Stag set. That was an amazing gift that was given to me on Father's Day. It'll always be cherished, and that one's put away for sure, and it'll be displayed from now on down here in the shop. But anyway, guys, there's my contribution to Stagurday. Hope everyone had a great day for sure. Hope everyone got out, got to look for some deals today. And if not, you'll get them next time for sure. But from Cutlery, thank you so much for joining, guys. We'll talk to you soon.